Today is December 11th, 2025. It is 4:15 a.m. So I just finished edit whatever I recorded the last time I recorded, which was something about Haiti. But anyway, I ended up creating a long list. So a lot has been said since the last time I was on X. So I put a list together. Let's get going. First tweet. I put this on the list. It's further down. And the discussion is still about Meghan father situation. First tweet. It has been very clear that the Daily Mail and their female journalist Caroline Graham have crossed ethical lines by having her live with Thomas Markle for close to 7 years now. What? That long? What? Then using him to demand access to Meghan, which is in fact access to Daily Mail. Let's just say allegedly. I don't know if it was for that long. What? A spokesperson for the Duchess said, quote, given that a Daily Mail reporter has remained at her father's bedside throughout broadcasting each interaction and breaching clear ethical boundaries, it has been exceedingly difficult for the Duchess to contact her father privately, despite her effort over the past several days. With the support of reliable and trusted contacts, her correspondence is now safely in his hands. Wow. This is the thing that Princess Diana was saying. There's the pull and there's the push. On TV, it seems like they're saying the Daily Mail type of people, I don't know if they're connected or some shape or form, but the media is saying that Meghan is ignoring her father and this and that, saying all the negative thing to make you feel, okay? They're attacking your senses to make you feel that Meghan is a bad person. Meanwhile, they intercept sending that woman to be with the father to capture any form of communication. Let's say if Meghan didn't know this person was there with the father, and let's say Meghan was, saying everything that came from within to the father, and if it's very sentimental, it's a positive thing, she's trying to connect with her father, and then they probably will turn it into a negative. Okay? So since Meghan was aware that the person was there with the father, so it makes it difficult for her to actually help the father. And it's very sad that the two other half siblings, they doing what they doing. It's very sad. All right, so let's continue. Wow, Meghan. Not a surprise, but it is a fine little nugget that will be instrumental in once again showcasing the explosion of heads and incandescent rage amongst haters, but will 1001% bring delightfulness of joy, but to those who live and let live. Cheerios, there is. The Daily Mail is just about to go to court to argue that it has never used illegal and unethical tactics to gather information about Harry. No one believed that for a second, but it's great that the judge and the world have seen firsthand just how far they will go. Yeah, I don't know. They're like children. The kind of behavior that they're doing, it seems like I don't even know what to say. As if they can think beyond what's in front of them. Because they have been so comfortably doing this type of move in the UK, and they have their people to allow them to do it. Let's say Ipso, when Harry used to go to Ipso and complain about things that they used to do to him, and Ipso turned a blind eye. So they've been comfortable doing it. Oh my God. The nasty Daily Mail has got outmaneuvered. All right, let's see this. The Sussex are done with the nonsense narrative about them now. Take, for instance, Meghan Sussex and Wasteman of Dad, when our people and even family members with bad intentions against the Sussex going to learn that the Sussex are not to be taken lightly. If you do, you do it at your own peril. That's for sure. When our people and even family members, okay, so it's repeating again. All right. Whatever's on the screen, bottom up. I tell you, Harry and Meghan do not suffer fool gladly. This is why this move by the Fell was stupid. They're going to court next month. Yep, these people are beyond nasty. Complete scum, and hence they associate with scum. Daily Mail has been unethical for years. They create stories rather than accurately report stories. Meghan using U.S. Embassy to check on her father was diplomatic, caring, and supportive. It also ensured independently that Thomas was mentally sound and knew what he was doing. Checkmate. Okay, I guess the access by way of Markle Sr. isn't working out so well. Now is there's the clown. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I really don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they were trying to get something to blackmail Harry to not continue the lawsuit, but like some of the comments said, Meghan outmaneuvered them. I'm telling you, once Meghan understands the way these people operate, she adjusts herself. At the beginning, when she married into the royal family, she literally told them what she was all about. And she gave them benefit of the doubt to learn and to try to do things the way the institution was. Meanwhile, they were directing her into a way of for the tabloid to mock her. But once she understands how it is being played, she adjusts herself, and then she's doing what she's doing. May God continue to protect her. All right, next tweet. And just for your information, Meghan's letter story did not make the front page of the Daily Mail for tomorrow. The Daily Mail and Caroline Graham are F. Like I said in past video, it may not be the exact thing, but in my humble opinion, it's just paper trail. In my humble opinion, if push come to shove, all right, they could use that in court. And the other thing that I see as well is that even though the father might know what he's doing, he's fully aware, but she could use that the Daddy Fell was using the father's age, the old man kind of thing, to do him wrong. All right, giving the way the Daddy Fell is currently doing the absolute most after that statement, I'm pretty sure their lawyers are already involved. Could be. I'll go into that in a few. Okay, and just like that, my day is made. That's what you get. There's that. She tagged somebody and Daily Mail. No, that's a hashtag. John Crow, Caroline Graham, and Daily Mail. They work. Let's pause it. They're working on their Sunday exclusive. The amputee will give a brand new interview lying about what he received, read, or heard. The letter may have been part of an official federal government correspondence marked confidential. Could be. Could be. Let me go into that and see what some people are saying. That was the retweet. Oh, nothing. All right. So let's go to the next tweet. Oh, she blacked her comment, so she had to retweet and make her response. All right, Mel, quote, "It is entirely untrue that each interaction has been broadcast, and the suggestion that Caroline has breached ethical boundaries is demonstrably false and vehemently denied." I mean, what did you expect them to say? Like, oh yes, we did that. They're not gonna confirm what they did. It's to always deny, of course. All right, fact, Caroline Graham broadcasting Thomas Markle at his most vulnerable from an intensive care bed. All right, so that's this here, just the headline. Dad's plea to Meghan, see me one more time before I die. I mean, they always have to go to the sentimental thing. Her picture is at the bottom here from Caroline Graham. I don't know. The thing is that they never been punished for the thing that they've been doing. So they think they're above everything. They could do whatever they want about anybody. I could see this being a lawsuit. This could be a lawsuit. By using Thomas' age. Yes, many of you may say, oh, he knew what he was doing and things like that. But he's an old man. If you look at the Queen, for instance, even though the Queen was much older, how they were manipulating her. And this is something Harry have said in one of the videos during, I think, Invictus, Netherlands. He was being interviewed by a U.S. Media. And one of the things he said, he's worried, I'm paraphrasing. If I find the video, share it with you. He's worrying about his grandma because of the people that surround her.
How did it feel being back? Being with her.
Being with her, it was great. It was just so nice to see her. You know, she's on great form. She's always got a great sense of humour with me, and I'm just making sure that she's, you know, protected and got the right people around.
Well,
and they doing the same thing to Thomas Markle as well. The only reason they say ethical boundaries have not been breached is that Daily Fair have none. Ask them to publish their code of ethics. These are the one for American journalists. All right. You could pause and read. I'll try to enlarge as much as I can so you could read it. All right, pause and read. Okay, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. The court have held the defendant to account, and my hope is that we all begin to do the same, because as far removed as it may seem from your personal life, it's not. Tomorrow, it could be you. These harmful practices don't happen once in a blue moon. They are a daily fail that divide us, and we all deserve better. That was her response after she won her lawsuit. Okay, that's because they know they could get away with it. It's not only that there is a Daily Mail reporter is at his bedside, it is that she is the same reporter that Thomas previously handed over Meghan's letter to that they illegally published. Journalists should be detached, neutral, fair, and balanced observers. They're never supposed to be part of a story or have an agenda that destroy public trust. This is the thing here. These people are in a tunnel vision. A tunnel vision. They don't see any ripple effect. The tunnel vision for them is to bash Meghan, to make people see Meghan in a negative way. This is their tunnel vision. Anything else they don't see, especially when they know they could get away with it, because they have gotten away with so many other bad things. So their tunnel vision is fixated on turning Meghan for the rest of the world to see Meghan in a negative way. This is their mission. This is why they don't see anything else. In my humble opinion, journalists should be detached, neutral, fair, and balanced observers. They're never supposed to be part of a story or have an agenda that destroy public trust. So let's call Caroline Graham what she is, an unethical propagandist and exploiter with an axe to grind. I don't know. Is she taking Meghan's situation personally? What axe to grind? Meghan have nothing against them. I guess because Meghan married Harry? I don't know. Yeah. See me one more time before I die. I need my paycheck. The Daily Mail won't give me my paycheck unless you show up. All right. It's like asking a thief if they have stolen something when caught on camera. They will lie and say no. Due to the historical pattern of behavior, it is fair to say the fail does not have a good track record of being ethical or respecting boundaries. The woman is truly despicable. Most women our age are busy taking care of their kids and family, or doing all that while holding down a job, but she's running from country to country with an old man just because she's paid to get the scoop on his daughter. Disgusting, that's the B word. A male editor embedded with a much older man for 8 years only because he is the father of the daughter-in-law of the queen. I don't know. They don't have a mind for themselves to say this is not good. I don't understand, okay? I do not understand the mindset of these people. Oh, my God, may God never put anybody else, including myself, into a situation like that. For these people to not think beyond what's in front of them because they see a paycheck and they forget about any morality clause in their being. I don't understand. I really don't. Next week, Grace Under Fire. They always seem to forget Meghan graduated from Northwestern University, always one of the top 10 universities in the USA, a top academic college. You have to be pretty smart to get there. Just saying. All right, medium. Meghan Sussex just played a quiet masterstroke and the tabloid never saw it coming. And I think that should give the university some pride of joy to see one of their own. You know, ever since she graduated, it's just positive thing after positive things. All right, so that should give the university something to be proud of. Just saying it's not in the top 10. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What is it? And that interview that she did, I'll play it after I explain my thought. With that late night show, is it Ferguson something? The interviewer was saying something as if, okay, as if the school was not that great, similar to what this person is trying to say here. But Meghan caught the guy right away. She was like, but my parents like it, or she likes it, or something like that. I mean, you have to be freaking brilliant. When you're in the moment, this is something I wish I have every time I'm talking to anybody. When you're in the moment, you realize the intent of the question that is being asked. Sometimes the question is asked, but to lead you to something else. But she is able to caught up that interviewer, Ferguson, and whatever he was trying to do. And then the way that she realized it to make him feel like what you're trying to say here. But Meghan was like, I like it. My parents like it. And the guy automatically pushed back and said, I didn't even go to college. This kind of thing. Okay? To say, this is not what I was trying to do. But even though, maybe that's what he was trying to do. All right? So here's the video. There will be a screenshot, okay?
What about you? Have you ever studied law or went to college or anything swanky?
I did go to college. I went to Northwestern University.
That's the big one.
Well, thanks. My parents were happy with the choice.
Yeah, no, I don't know that one.
No.
But that doesn't mean anything. I didn't even go to college. What did you study at college?
I double majored theater and international relations, and then I went and worked for the U.S. Embassy for a bit. And
where?
In Argentina, in Buenos Aires.
That's sensational.
Isn't it
You
great?
speak Spanish?
I do now, but they speak
Right.
a very different kind of Spanish. It's Castellano, so it almost sounds like Italian.
Yeah.
Cuando llegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, let's finish this. The accredited source for the top university in America is USA News and World Report. Never heard of the source you're using. It's not even a US source. The terminology is completely different. You do know what terminology means. Northwestern is a top academic school, period. Anything that says university, okay? University, it's very expensive. It doesn't matter. Okay? Okay, she posed this. Northwestern University, number 7, and national universities. Some people is due to either. Okay, we have now what the Chinese Asian were doing so they could get in top universities. What do you call this? Affirmative action, where the Asian were saying they need to remove affirmative action because that was holding them back from getting to top universities. You know, they usually think of Harvard, Princeton, and whatnot. Okay, so the whites know. Okay, white American know they can't even get into it because due to that policy to make it even fairer to everybody. So they were more for it. Push or prop up the Asian to go for it. And then that went really quickly, went straight to the Supreme Court and blah, blah, blah. And that barrier, that defense is gone. Okay, that's my own term of putting it. You could look more into it. And then now, the Asian are not even getting in anymore. So you have all the whites getting to the top universities and things like that. But do they really qualify to get to it? I don't know. Some, okay, don't get me wrong. Some do qualify to get to it. But those, where those parents, all money, parents who used to go to those universities, now their kids could easily go into it. But the thing is that despite that, the result will be, in the long run, how they're gonna continue moving forward. But whatever. All right. Northwestern University is a private institution that was founded in 1851, and the 2026 edition of the best colleges, Northwestern University is ranked number 7 in national universities. It has a total undergraduate enrollment of 9,000 plus, fall 2024, and the campus size is 231 acres. The student-faculty ratio at Northwestern University is 6:1. All right, that's it. Don't forget, Doria is a social worker. She knows everything about elder abuse. Okay, this is the thing here. That's what I saw. Elder abuse. I saw that. And I think this is probably the paper trail they're probably trying to create. If this continues, and if push come to shove, that would be an example being used against Daddyfell for abusing the father. Okay? And then they're probably gonna try to use the siblings, the half siblings, to meddling to prevent Meghan from moving forward. With if there is a case. But let's finish this. Don't forget, Doria is a social worker. She knows everything about elder abuse and how they are taking advantage of, what resources to use to gauge their safety level. Megs works at an embassy. Daily Mail then realized who they were playing with. Daily Mail is used to celebrities being intimidated. Yeah, that's right. She's smarter than they think. She got a degree from Northwestern. They just F1 find out what that means. Okay, the clown. Don't refer to yourself like that. Seek help first. She didn't do crap. Stop it. Okay, she did what that was good for her. Okay, it may not be for you guys, but she did what was best for herself and her father. Even though there might be some misunderstanding. Or okay, it is her. It's not us. Okay, she knows what she was doing. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's more responses, but so many discussion to be the squad were talking a lot. Okay, and then basically telling her, quote, if you want to talk to your father, you got to come through us, end quote. Journalism is dead, emotional blackmail. All right, so she retweeted that. Let me pause that. It's moving. All right. If you are a trained journalist and not questioning why a fellow journalist was the first call Thomas Markle made instead of his children, you are lacking journalistic, moral, and ethical integrity. Objectivity is the backbone of journalism, and that's no longer possible here. Harry knew. It's like these people, they don't tell the news. They create it.
They don't report the news, they create it. And they've successfully turned fact-based news into opinion-based gossip with devastating consequences for the country. So I know the story all too well.
They were trying, they have a picture, all right? The Daddyfell had a picture they were trying to paint, but they needed the paint to make the picture. So Meghan was not giving them the paint to make the picture. And they pretty much out themselves. They were so ready with their tape recorders. They wanted to verbally attack her when they played the conversation on their little YouTube channel. There's the laugh here. But the Duchess said, in a very polite prince's wife's voice, not today, Satan, not today. That's kind of something. But the Duchess said, in a very polite prince's wife's voice. Oh my God, SK is so funny. Her tweet was so funny. Girl, ready. That's why the toxic British press and the Rangers were crashing out like they lost a payday. Oh wait, shaking my head. The way they would have sliced and diced that phone recording, this shit would have been in the news cycle for weeks. Thank goodness Meghan outsmarted them. Like, that's crazy to me. And all other British media is just allowing it to happen. That's what I've been saying. They've been doing this for so long. They are comfortable to do it. And, okay, go back to some of my old videos when other celebrities, when at the beginning, when Harry and like a couple other people team up to call the Daddyfell, those medias to court. Because many of them, they know they cannot, they don't have the fund to call the papers to court. So they were betting on that, on so many people. And when those people do find out that they were being recorded or the papers, it doesn't matter, the papers were interfering on their lives, recording their information, like Doreen, what's her name? Is it Doreen, who lost her son and things like that? These people, they know they cannot call them to court. They don't have the money to drag these things to court, but the Daddyfell do. They have the money to drag it out, and then as the thing is dragging out, they're having information to put on the papers. So the papers was earning in every direction. So they've been at it. They don't know any other way. All right, where was I? Did I finish Meghan Alsma? Okay, let's read this just in case. Girl, ready? That's why the taxi British press and the Rangers were crashing out like they lost a payday. Oh wait, shaking my head. The way they would have sliced and diced that phone recording, this shit would have been in the news cycle for weeks. Thank goodness Meghan outsmarted them. Okay, I think I did read it. Like that's so crazy to me, and all other British media is just allowing it to happen. This is a disgrace on the entire press and journalistic community. An absolute disgrace. I cannot take the UK serious at all. American media would have been in that ass if another outlet did that. Every day you see why Meghan left. Unchecked, relentless abuse on a daily by the press. I would go mad. All right, and this is why she was losing her mind. And if the US don't be careful, it would turn just like that. The US needs to be very careful. Next tweet. Caroline Graham was playing the long game. She thought she would be the one to bring down Meghan. Today, that's the picture that I was saying they were trying to paint. They have a picture. They stuck in that tunnel vision of how they want to paint Meghan, force-feeding people. This is the way you should see Meghan, the way that they want. Like I said, it's for the future. But there's again, outsmart them. Today, the Duchess of Sussex brought down Caroline Graham. Any publishing paraphrasing of the letter delivered into Thomas Markle's hand by the Daily Mail is a cause of action. Bravo, Meghan. All right, so there's that. She rules, she rises. She isn't done yet. Okay, if you could see that, there it is. Pause and read it. It's too small for me right now. I don't want to waste time fighting with the letters. Checkmate, Meghan. We love you, Meghan and Doria, and we will always have your back. Checkmate. That's the B word. Yes, Duchess. Yes. Boss lady with the skills. What the hell has Meghan ever done to Caroline Graham or any other royal expert and every other jealous, vindictive hater to want to bring her down? Why? That's what I was just saying. In that same video that I'm talking right now, I was saying that. I don't know what they did, what Meghan did to them for them to so invested to bring her down. The only thing I could think of is the fact that Meghan married Harry. And Harry loves Meghan. So, I don't know. Their racist mindset, like I've been saying lately, their melanin is removed from their skin. It's removing some brain cells as well, it seems. All right, Caroline Graham was also the person who involved herself in the Tillman Award trying to get Harry's award stopped, and she was also involved in the Aviation Award article. She needs to leave Harry and Meghan alone. Oh, I'm not aware of that. Very interesting. I did cover the Tillman and the Aviation Award. All right. Graham obsession with Meghan is troubling. Yeah. Male editor Caroline Graham can continue publishing her wildly varying tale on the health of her hostage because the embassy has done one wellness check and they can do another one. They can. Okay, I thought she said they can't. They can do another one. Daddy must be pissed. I tell you, Meghan does not suffer fools gladly. All right, next tweet. And then this is my last one. And then I'm gonna do several other videos tonight. I'm 30 minutes. I'm trying to keep them 30 minutes. Next tweet. All right, so this is JTB. Samantha Markle stays doing the most with the least. The obsession is unreal. Meghan is out here thriving while Samantha is still begging tabloid to care. It is giving expired clout hunting. I said what I said. All right, Samantha Markle is unpaid intern of Meghan's success. All right, 2 minutes and 28 seconds screenshot.
Let's go ahead and address the dusty elephant who keeps trying to sneak into Meghan's spotlight. Samantha Markle. Because the way she keeps popping up with bitterness and a malfunctioning moral compass, it's giving dollar store villain origin story.
Oh my God.
Samantha has turned hating Meghan into a personality trait. It's her only trait, honestly.
It seems like many of these people, they detach the morality of things, the humanity of things with someone else's problem. They remove, there's no connection, it seems like. They take it as, I don't know. I can't explain these things anymore because once you lose the ethical morality, the humanity of things, people will do some crazy shit. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. All right, let's continue.
He wakes up every morning fueled by jealousy and expired tabloid checks. She's not chasing fame. She's chasing Meghan's last name, like a lottery ticket that keeps getting denied. This is someone who had no relationship with Meghan. Yet, she acts like she's the director's commentary on Meghan's life. NPC energy. Side character delusion.
And she's lucky. The half-sister is lucky. Meghan did not countersue her. Because Meghan has a lot to go by to sue them. She has a lot to go by. But because Meghan, her silence seems to be like a ticket for the half-siblings and the father to continue abusing her name and their connection with her. That's what it is, her silence. I don't know. They're lucky. They're truly lucky Meghan is not suing them. Because there's a lot she could go by to sue them. Let's continue.
She's literally a stranger who thinks she deserves access like she's a premium subscription. Her greatest hits include lying to the press for attention, suing Meghan for having memories, pretending she cared about a family, while cashing in on family drama. She tried to trademark Meghan's childhood nickname, like she was about to launch Scam Iantology.
I'm not aware of that. Did she? Are you kidding me? Okay, that's news to me. I didn't know that. Let's continue.
The desperation is screaming. The jealousy is crusted on. It's like resentment has become her skincare routine. And baby, the results are showing. Samantha doesn't love Meghan. She loves the idea of profiting off Meghan.
Yeah.
She's a walking, talking dollar menu conspiracy theory in a mobility scooter, constantly rolling up to any camera that will entertain her delusion for 45 seconds. Every time Meghan thrives, Samantha melts like foundation under studio lights. She tries to drag Meghan down, but you cannot pull down someone who is too busy flying business class.
Oh, I love this picture. I just love it. Let's continue. And by the way, in one of the videos when she was in Paris Fashion Week, I shared a video how this was captured. Okay, but let's continue. That's a different story.
Above your mess. At this point, Meghan isn't even ignoring her. Meghan genuinely doesn't remember she exists. It's hard to recall background noise when you're the main event. Samantha Markle is a cautionary tale. Stay bitter long enough, and the only thing you'll ever be known for is hating someone who did nothing but succeed without you. Her story isn't tragic, it's pathetic. Her relevance isn't fading, it never existed. Her entire existence is one big pick-me, and nobody picked her. Samantha will always be the punchline to a joke Meghan never even told.
It's very sad. This is the route that they went, the half-siblings. Only if they had protected her name and everything else, whatever success she's having right now, they would have, I'm sure Meghan would have helped. But they refuse to do the right thing. And I think it's a little bit too late. And one video I remember saying, these people were showing their true self, okay, when Meghan, wasn't doing some of these things. Yeah, because God had a plan for Meghan. The success that she was going to have, Meghan needed to see who were her enemies. Because if those people then out themselves, the father, the half siblings, then show themselves, things would have been going on in the background and secrecy she will never know. But they had to do some of the things that they did in order for Meghan to see for herself. Even though, just like I said about the father, she was fully aware the father wasn't really that good of a person, but because she is the child of the father, there's that respect that was there. But after that, the father went full-blown the way that he is, and the half-sibling went full blown the way that they are. And Meghan had to see for herself and accept it and then move on. And from this point on, don't bring them close to her anymore. Let's read some of the comments. So this is an ad, so I'll stop here. Who's that? Ad Babes Matrix. Okay. Oh, so that's her. I blocked her. Okay. It's hard seeing your younger, smarter, more accomplished sister do things you couldn't, but your online presence is one of the bitterness and hate. Meghan is blessed. You were not. The people don't love and support you. You're just another vessel for them to spew hate. Scammy keeps referring to Meghan as my sister, my sister, my sister. I don't know what version of the word sister is defined by her. Universally known, you cannot claim ownership over someone you do not own, my sister. That's the B word, please. This takedown was legendary. Kudos, my friend. Okay, so there's more response. I'm just gonna stop here. So may God continue to protect Meghan, the vision, okay, for her to see where she's going so she could make proper decision for herself, her husband, her kids, and anything else that her mind desire. May God continue to help guide her through her path. All right, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and the Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So I'm going to continue recording. My next tweet on the next video will be this. I'll start with this. So let's pause. Okay? So that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
Find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.